All right, here we go. Trying to make sure that we are all set to go in the Facebook group. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome. Super excited to have you here with me. On today's Zoom call on our group coaching. And we have some fun stuff in store, as always. Raise your hand if you're always learning something when you get on these coaching calls. I'm always so happy to be able to share with you not only the things that I know, but the things that I'm learning that I know work that I can then come back and share with you all. So on today, we are going to talk about ChatGPT. And we're going to talk about how you can actually leverage this AI tool. If you don't know what AI means, it's artificial intelligence. So how you can use this AI tool for social media. And I'm also going to share with you some prompts or give you some prompts that you can use to get started. So before we do that, let me close this crack in my shutter, in my blinds. Because, oh, I made it worse. Okay. Okay, here we go, y'all. It has been an eventful morning. I have been on calls nonstop this morning, and it's been crazy. So I am super excited to be here with you all, though, today. Super excited, as always. I'm glad that you guys are here. For those of you who are here live with me, woohoo, good on you for showing up. I know I had to move the time, but I am excited that you are here and showed up today to learn something that could potentially, or I'm not even going to say potentially, that I know will help you to grow your business. If you're catching this on the replay, just let me know replay. And if you have any questions, drop them in the chat box or in the thread below, and I will answer them after the call or after we're done with the training. Okay, so who's excited to learn more about AI and how to use ChatGPT for social media? So I hope that you have raised your hand and said, I may not be excited, but at least I'm curious, right? To learn more about what it is, how it can help me grow my business, and what I can learn or gather from it or leverage from it in order to make my life easier as an online coach or business owner. Okay. So because there is so much to wrap our heads around when it comes to understanding ChatGPT, understanding how it works, understanding where it's going, I am going to probably turn this into a series, because 1 hour of coaching on one day is not going to, it's going to get you started, but it's not going to give you or uncover or unlock all of the plethora of ways that you can use this to grow and build your business. And there are some advanced strategies and tactics and hacks that I do want to share with you, but I just want you to get the gist of what it is that ChatGPT is, understand what it can do, and then give you some getting started prompts on how you can begin using it today. And I'm going to show you step by step how to do that. Okay. So what is ChatGPT? So I'm going to share my screen with you so that we can get all of the visuals. And you can actually see what it is. Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen. Give me a thumbs up if you can see what is going on here. Okay, perfect. Okay, here we go. So ChatGPT. In the simplest way possible, ChatGPT is a language model, and it is going to help you via AI or artificial intelligence is going to help you to come up with questions, answers, solutions that you would not know unless you asked an expert. AI knows everything. And as scary or as weird as that may sound, AI is really a robotic feature or robotic functionality that is a conglomerate of millions and trillions and billions on top of that data points that are all gathered together to spit out an answer for you. And today, what I want you to do, I want to help you understand the potential of what ChatGPT can do for you, for your business, and how you can leverage it to make more money and grow your business. So with ChatGPT, you can actually automate tedious tasks and streamline your workflows, your processes, your content creation, your product development and creation, and you can also use it to create new streams of revenue. And it's not just a tool. I like to call it a friend, a business bestie, a companion that can really help you, a virtual assistant, right? In the, best term of the word, a virtual assistant that can help you to build wealth, build passive income, become more efficient, become more productive, become more profitable. And it's really like your secret weapon VA. You can use it, like I said, for creating content, generating course outlines, for performing market research, coming up with complex ideas, helping you to fill in the gaps and the blanks on things that you necessarily would not have thought of on your own because of your limited knowledge. We all come into building our business with a limited knowledge base, right? Things that we've learned or experienced, but we haven't experienced everything. AI allows us to be able to come up with solutions as if we have experienced every experience, memory, lesson, all of that in one. Okay, so it does it for us. You can use it to help you to formulate ideas, content, suggestions, recommendations, whole products, if you'd like, that will take seconds, minutes, instead of weeks, years, months, days. Okay. And what I want to do is I want to give you a glimpse into how you can actually use it to help you create new opportunities, save time, and increase your income. So we're using ChatGPT. There's a lot of different ways that you can use ChatGPT, but today we are using it in or with the focus of how can I use this as a tool to help me grow my business. Okay, so whether you're looking to start a business, whether you're looking to pivot from a business that you already have, maybe you're looking to grow your existing business or just scale your revenue and your income that you're making right now. Okay, this training is one that you are going to want to bookmark and one that you are going to want to come back to and reference in the future. So what is ChatGPT? What is it used for? Well, I am going to show you because I am going to let ChatGPT explain that to us. Okay, so I am on ChatGPT. You can get there by going to chat.openai.com, and you can actually open up an account, and I'll show you how to do that step by step in just a second. But I want to show you just the power of what this can do. So if you can see my screen, I'm going to send ChatGPT a message, and I'm going to say, explain to me what ChatGPT, I can't spell today, is used for, oh my goodness, in a way that a third grader can understand. And I know that you ladies are smart, but I want to make sure that you understand the response, okay? We don't want the academic response. We want the response that if your child asked you, Mommy, what is ChatGPT? This is what they would say. So it's going to tell me, sure. And you see how fast it did that? ChatGPT is like a super smart computer friend that helps people by talking to them and answering their questions. It's kind of like having a smart buddy who knows a lot of things and can have a chat with you. People use it to learn new things, get information, and sometimes just have a friendly conversation. So if you ain't got no friends, hey, ChatGPT will be your friend, okay? And it's a bit like having a talking encyclopedia in your computer. Okay, really, really great explanation. So in terms of using ChatGPT for social media, for building your business, for growing your brand, building your audience, what we are focusing on, that's what we are focusing on today. So what are some of the things that you can actually use ChatGPT for? Number one, and you may want to get a pen. There will be a replay, but you may want to take some notes. Okay, number one, you want to use ChatGPT, or you can use ChatGPT to gather ideas and inspiration. So if you're stuck and you don't know what to post, you don't know what captions to create, you don't know what to say or how to respond to maybe an email or a customer inquiry, you can ask ChatGPT to generate ideas for you on your behalf. And I'll walk you through how I go about doing that. I'm going to walk you through my whole little process and system. Number two, we can use AI or ChatGPT. And let me explain something to you, just a caveat. ChatGPT is not the only AI platform of this type. There's many different types. You can go on Google and you can Google ChatGPT alternatives, and it'll give you thousands of different things. But ChatGPT is the go-to, probably the most popular, and that's why we are focusing on this, okay? So we can use ChatGPT to come up with captions and descriptions. So ChatGPT can help you to come up with witty, funny, educational, insightful, motivational, quirky, nerdy, whatever adjective that you put in front, it can help you come up with those type of ideas. And it can also help you come up with photo ideas. It can help you come up with descriptions for your captions, your videos, your Instagram reels, your webinar videos, your emails, all of those things. You just describe the content that you want to create to ChatGPT, and it can suggest suitable text and content or copy that you can then use. Okay. Number three, you can use ChatGPT to engage with your audience. So you can ask ChatGPT to help you engage with your followers, engage with your subscribers, engage with your viewers, engage with your readers. So for instance, you can request suggestions for questions or polls to ask your audience, to encourage them to interact with your Facebook posts, with your Instagram posts, with your videos that you create. All right. Number 4, it can help with content planning. So if you have, let's say, a content calendar, which is a very good way to make sure that you are keeping track of what you are creating in terms of putting out posts on a consistent and regular basis. Having a content calendar is a really great thing to have, okay, and to do for your business so that you stay consistent. So if you have a content calendar, you can discuss with ChatGPT to get input on what to post and when to post that particular piece of content, okay? And it can also help you plan out like your social media content schedule, from drafting social media posts to creating content, to promoting your product, to launch posts and emails. ChatGPT can generate customized content that resonates with your audience. Okay, and I'll show you how you can make sure that the content that you're asking it to create is specific for your audience as well. Number 5, okay, ChatGPT can also help you. Actually, it's not number 5. This is also part of number 4. It can also help you to draft Instagram posts, help you to define your target audience or your target market, and repurpose content from other channels. And you know that I am the repurpose queen. I show you that's the whole basis or a huge part of the 25x viral content framework. And it's all about taking something that you've done once, repurposing it so that it extends the lifetime of your content. So every single time you want to post something, you're not having to post content from a fresh idea or from scratch, okay, which takes up more time, and you can be using that time to do whatever it is that you want to do, okay, like make more money. So you can also use ChatGPT to draft customer replies, which I think I mentioned earlier, and identify relevant influencers, partnerships, collaborators, and all of those great things. All right. Number 5, you can actually use ChatGPT to help you come up or understand trending topics. It can really help you to do research. It can inform you about the latest trends, popular topics, popular hacks that people are using on social media. Okay, social media is changing so often, and sometimes it's just hard to keep up. ChatGPT can give you insight on everything that's going on right now, okay, today in the social media landscape. And you can also use this information to create content that's actually relevant and up to date and what's working now in terms of specific topics in your niche or in your industry. So it can like help you make sure that you are on top of your game and make sure that you are on top of trends so that you don't get left behind. All right. You can also use ChatGPT to help you generate graphic ideas or visual artwork. If you're into visual content, which I know a lot of us, for our business and for our brands, a huge part of social media is not just having text, is having a visual component to it. So whether that is a Instagram post, a carousel post, whether it is a video or a reel, a lot of times to be able to get people's attention, there has to be some type of visual component attached to the text or the caption. And AI, ChatGPT can help you or give you ideas and suggest design elements or options based on your brand palette, your brand tone and copy and personality and all that good stuff. All right. ChatGPT can also be used for editing and proofreading. So after you have written your blog post, after you have written a chapter in your book, after you have written a YouTube script, whatever it is, you can ask ChatGPT to check that piece of text It's like Grammarly. Okay, so I don't know if Grammarly is still going to be in business, but basically they use AI too. So it's like Grammarly, but it can check for grammar mistakes. It can help you to reword and rewrite content in a more elevated, or you can have it dumb it down like I did here. Give me a response for a third grader. Okay, or you can say, give me a response, or in a way that a college educated PhD can understand, and it will probably give me a different answer. All right, so specific toward that target audience that you want to focus on or to speak to, right? And it can also give you audience insights and help you to brainstorm ways to understand your audience better and create content that actually resonates with that particular audience. A lot of you have trouble creating copy and messaging and text that actually speaks to your target audience. So if you're stuck, AI is a tool. Okay, it's not the end all be all, but it is a tool that you can lean on and use to help you to get clarity on your target audience and the type of problems and challenges that that particular target audience has, and then provide you with suggested solutions on how to serve those people better. Okay, so tons and tons of ways to use ChatGPT. Like I said, product creation, it'll give you insight on pricing strategies. If you don't know what to charge for something, you can ask it to suggest pricing for you. It can help you implement new tools and workflows, help you with automation for those tedious tasks that we don't like to do, those customer service type things, and anything that you want, okay, to do, but haven't done yet because it takes too long, or you feel like it's too tedious, you don't have the time, or it's too complex. AI can help you figure it out. Okay, so that could be starting your blog, it can be starting your business, it can be starting a podcast, it can be starting a YouTube channel, it could be helping you with HTML or CSS or code to help you to build something out. It can help you with a plethora of things, and it means that it's going to help you to open up the doors to an infinite number of possibilities that you can now use and leverage to get ahead in whatever area of expertise you are looking to get ahead in. Okay, so let's talk about how we actually get started with ChatGPT, because I want to just walk you through real quick how you're going to do that. So I'm going to open up an incognito window just real quick, and then we're going to go sign up. Well, I'm not going to sign up, but you're going to follow these steps. Okay, so you're going to go up to chat.openai.com. So you see it right here, chat.openai.com. Okay, and it's going to take you to a page that looks like this. You're going to either log in or you're going to sign up. If you want to sign up, you're going to click sign up, and you're going to follow the prompts. Okay, easy enough. We know how to sign up for things. Okay, and once you actually sign up and have an account, you're going to be able to explore the ChatGPT model. So you can basically go in and you can play around with it. And there is going to be a free plan, and there's going to be a paid plan with ChatGPT. So there's ChatGPT, and then there is ChatGPT Plus. Okay, so you can figure out what you want to use. In my opinion, the free plan is sufficient, more than enough. And especially if you're just getting started, I would stick with the free plan. And next, what you want to do, once you choose your plan and you actually get into ChatGPT, okay, so you're going to see something similar to this. Obviously, I have prompts in here already, but you're going to dive in and start playing around, ask questions, see how it works. You can ask it anything. And I'll be giving you 50 prompts for social media specifically to get you started. And you can actually find that inside of the Viral Content Monthly membership site, or you can find it. I'll also make sure that it goes into the Womenpreneur University site as well for all of my Womenpreneur University coaching program members. okay? And you can use this Airtable, and I'll just show it to you real quick so you know what to look for. Okay, it's going to look like this. And you're going to see the prompts. And then you can actually, if you want to, you can copy and paste what ChatGPT spits out to you, a response. And then you can go ahead and you can customize that response if there's things that you want to change. And you can see the prompt status. So this is going to be prompt, this should say prompt idea, created, posted. Okay, very simple so that you can track what you've used, what you're in the process of creating, et cetera, et cetera. And then there's different views for you, okay? All right, so that should be a helpful tool to help you come up with some ideas of things to ask ChatGPT to get specific answers that you can then use to create content on social media, okay? Or come up with ideas for social media, okay? So speaking of prompts, what is a prompt actually? I want you to understand what a prompt is. So when you ask ChatGPT a question, that is called a prompt. You are prompting AI or ChatGPT to give you some sort of response or answer. And before I actually share with you how I use ChatGPT personally, what I want to do is I want to give you a few tips on actually how to use ChatGPT effectively. Okay, because there's some do's and don'ts, some things that I think that when you're getting started, that will help you so that you're just not flustered and overwhelmed and like, okay, how am I exactly supposed to be using this? So the first suggestion or tip that I want to give you is that when you're actually asking ChatGPT something, I want you to have a very as clear as you possibly can, because sometimes we're coming to AI for clarity, but I want you to have a clear goal in mind. So our clear goal with this training is that I want to help you to understand how to use and leverage ChatGPT for social media. Okay, very specific, not ChatGPT for self-care or not ChatGPT for helping me come up with a meal plan for the month. Okay, so you want to have a clear goal in your mind on what it is that you want to accomplish. It's like going into a breakout room and you're saying, okay, we have this project or we have this idea. How do we build it out? And everybody in the room needs to be focused and honed in and be clear on what the objective is. Okay, the outcome that you want to achieve. Okay, because that's going to be very important as you are asking ChatGPT and directing it and guiding it where you kind of ultimately want to go. So you want to have a clear goal in mind and be specific in your ask. Okay, ask. Okay, this is probably the most crucial part, the most important part, because you want to make sure that you get the responses that you actually came to get, that you need. Okay, so let's say that you're planning, let's just say you're planning a trip to Costa Rica, right? And you want to see the top beaches in Costa Rica. So you can use the prompt, I'm going on a trip to Costa Rica. So let me show you how that works. We're going to create a new chat. Actually, I'm not going to create a new chat. Yes, I'm going to create a new chat. Okay, so we're going to create a new chat and I'm going to type in, I'm going to, no, on a trip. Okay, be as specific as you can to Costa Rica. And I'm going to put specifically in September. Give me the top 10 beaches to visit. Okay. We're going to hit the prompt and it's going to spit out 10 beaches. And at the end, it told me that remember that September is during the rainy season. So if it's raining, you may or may not want to go to the beach, but it's always kind of raining in Costa Rica, but whatever. But it says especially on the Pacific coast. So if I didn't tell it to give me 10 beaches that I can visit in September, or tell it, I'm going on a trip to Costa Rica in September, it would not have been able to give me this bit of information here. Okay. That's why specificity is very, very important. Okay. Now, let's say that you've been to Costa Rica before and you've done all the touristy things, you've gone to like the popular beaches, and this time around, you actually want to kind of go off the beaten path, maybe do what the locals do. So within this same conversation, we're going to tell ChatGPT, we're going to tell it, we're going to say, tell me some lesser known beaches that the locals like to visit. Okay. And we're going to send the message and it's going to tell me a number of lesser known beaches. Okay. And it also tells me the lesser known beaches will provide a more authentic Costa Rican experience, right? Which is what we're looking for. So you can see the difference between the answer that I got here when I first asked the question, okay, and then the beaches that it gave me here. All right. So you can keep refining your input to refine your output. That's what makes AI and ChatGPT so powerful and why you want to have clarity and specificity, because it's going to give you a specific response or answer based on what you are asking it for. Okay, so the results are going to change based on how I ask the question. And then each time that I give it, say, a new prompt, right, having a new ongoing conversation, or we're not a new conversation, the conversation is new with the first question. Now we're having an ongoing conversation about beaches in Costa Rica. It's literally like having a tableside conversation about beaches in Costa Rica with a friend. All right. So some other things that you're going to want to note is that experimenting with ChatGPT is going to allow you to get comfortable using it. So you're going to want to play around with the prompts and you're going to want to play around with the settings. So go in, have fun, ask it different questions, ask it different things. And you can ask it to write in a funny voice. You can ask it to write in a witty voice. You can ask it to write in a serious voice. You can ask it to write in a sarcastic tone. If you're scripting, say, a podcast, you can ask it to write a podcast introduction. So, if you've ever listened to a podcast, then they have like these introductions, right? And they're like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 seconds long. And in front of every podcast, you hear kind of like the same introduction. And you can ask ChatGPT to write you a podcast introduction in the style of your favorite podcaster, which brings me to the act as hack. Okay, I think that is somebody at my door. the package. Give me 1 second. Real life. Okay. I had to go sign for a package. Okay, so back to business. I apologize for that. So some things that, okay, so I was talking about the act as hat. All right, let me get my train of thought back together. So if you want to personalize your content, you can say, I want you to act as Beyonce, Oprah, Steve Jobs, $1 million business coach, $1 million female business coach with 2 kids and a husband. Okay, you can get very specific, and you will come up with, or ChatGPT will help you come up with a creative and engaging, and you can ask it, let's say that you want to create an Instagram post and you want it in the tone of a $1 million business coach. So you can say, ChatGPT, let's create a new chat because we're not talking about beaches anymore. Okay, and you can say, come up with creative and engaging Instagram captions or reels or whatever that captivate followers and make them want to comment. Okay. And then you can tell them what you want them to talk about. So you can choose from topics such as, I don't know, passive income, money mindset, digital products, content creation. So all the things that you talk about in your niche, right? So it'll be different for you. And then the goal to write something that will make them want to learn more from you. And I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this. Okay. So I should be in. Okay. Okay. So let's see what it pops out. Okay. So it's giving us emojis and everything, y'all. And because I put Instagram, it knows that Instagram uses a lot of emojis in its content and hashtags. So it gave me all of these suggestions with emojis and a hashtag. That's crazy, right? So now I can say, if we want to act as, I can say, act as, I'm gonna say Beyonce. No, I'm gonna say Oprah. Okay, act as Oprah and come up with the same thing. Let's see what it gives me now. Okay, so it says, let's channel Oprah. So it's literally channeling Oprah, okay, acting as Oprah, for some inspirational Instagram captions. Okay, so we're going to get a different output based on the input. Okay, and you can do this in the tone of Beyonce. You can do this in the tone of, I don't know, Lil Wayne. You can do it in a Jay-Z form, whatever, whoever you like, and you can see what comes out. Okay, so as with anything, the input dictates the output. And if you don't like the response maybe that you might be getting from ChatGPT, then what you can do is say, I didn't really like those that much. Let me hit regenerate. So there's a button here above the send a message. You can say regenerate, and it's going to rewrite it for you. Okay, it's going to pop out a new response. Okay, so you see how cool that is? All right. If you, because you want ChatGPT to actually be learning from the conversations, what you like, what you don't like, what resonated, what didn't resonate, you can say, no, I didn't like that. That is going to say, was this response better or worse? And you can say, oh, it was about the same. I like it about the same. Oh, no, I really like these answers better. And you're teaching it, you're training it to understand your personality, your thought processes, how you want your ideas delivered. So it's teaching, or it's learning from you as the inputter. Okay, as you are putting in all of these data points, it is learning more about you as the person who is giving them the instruction, so that they can give you an answer that resonates more with what you like or what you expect. Okay, so you can hit one of those, and then the answers will get, or will be different the next time that you put in some input or some text or a question or a prompt. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to actually walk you through my process for when I want to create a piece of social media content using ChatGPT. Okay, so I'm going to create a new chat. And like I mentioned before, inside of the Viral Content Monthly membership and inside of Womanpreneur University, I teach you the 25X viral content formula, which is based on the 5C viral content framework. So if you haven't gone through that yet inside of those memberships, make sure you do that so that you actually know what it is that I'm talking about. Okay. And inside of the 25X viral content formula, we always start with one pillar post or pillar piece of content. So this could be a pillar post or a piece of content, could be a blog post. It can be a podcast. It can be a long form video, not a reel or a short. Okay, so a pillar piece of content is a long form piece of content. All right. And we take that one piece of pillar content, and then I teach you how to break it down into 25 different pieces at least. Okay, 25 smaller pieces of content that you can then go and publish and distribute and cross promote on all your different social media platforms to attract leads, build your authority, convert sales, make sales directly from your social media content, the content that you're putting out every single day. So if you follow the formula, there's really no excuse not to be able to have multiple pieces of content to post on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Clubhouse, YouTube, okay, wherever your target audience is. All right. So let's say that I am a self-care coach, and I want to write a blog post about self-care. Okay, so the first step to creating any piece of content, right, is to actually come up with the ideas, of what to write. And usually that's the hardest part. What am I going to write? What do I need to post? What blog post do I need to create each and every week? Okay, that ensure that when I post it, the people that I want to attract, or the people that I want to find me, actually find me, and that I get found online, and that my content is relevant and speaks to the people who need my products, my solutions, my inspiration, whatever it is that you're selling the most. Okay, so I opened up a new ChatGPT, new chat inside of ChatGPT, and I'm going to tell it to give me, I don't know why I can't type today, y'all. Give me 15, okay, and this can be 5, it can be 100, whatever. Give me 15 blog posts, ideas for high search volume, because we want to be at the top of Google, okay? And we want to make sure that people are searching for the ideas that we're about to generate, okay? We don't want just any ideas. So high search volume ideas, and we want to make sure that it's low competition, okay? And if you know anything about SEO, high search volume, the higher the search volume, so the more people that are searching for this thing, but the less number of people who are talking about that thing or offering solutions for that thing, the more probability, or the higher the probability of you ranking higher or getting found higher on Google, okay? So high search volume, low competition keywords. And remember, our topic was self-care, for self-care. Okay, we're going to tell it to do its thing. And it says, certainly, AI is always so glad to help. Here are 15 blog post ideas. Okay, and then it gives you suggestions, and then it created an actual title for this conversation or prompt on this left-hand side over here. All right, so it just gave us 15 blog post ideas. The Power of Daily Self-Care, a step-by-step guide, amazing. And then it gives you what to do with it. Share a comprehensive daily self-care routine with actionable steps. Okay, mindful meditation for beginners, a stress relief guide, self-care on a budget. Oh yeah, 10 affordable ways to prioritize yourself. So these are amazing. It literally gave you the title, wrote a headline for you, and then gave you suggestions on what to do with that idea. The science of self-care, how it impacts your mental and physical health. Discuss the research and studies supporting self-care practices. Eating healthy for self-care, nutritional tips and recipes. Share recipes and dietary advice for self-care through nutrition. Okay, amazing. And if you want it, you can get more specific in your ask. Okay, you can say something like, okay, I'm just going to copy this. So give me 15 blog post ideas for high search volume and low competition keywords for self-care for women. Okay, we want to get specific, for women ages 35 to 45. Okay, or you can put for men, or you can put for teenagers or for college students, whatever. Okay, we're going to do for women ages 35 to 45. And you can even say, if you wanted to, who are working 9-to-5 jobs. Okay, let's see what it tells us. Okay, so you see it doing the work. Okay, so we're literally optimizing our blog post by just doing a little bit of like keyword research. And when you do keyword research or search engine optimization type research, then this is going to allow you to really hone in on who you want to attract and who you want to target, to make sure that the people who are landing on your blog post, the people who are landing on your YouTube channel, is the right audience. Okay, so we can see here that it changed the prompts or the answers, not the prompts. All right. Okay, so ChatGPT generated for us in less than 60 seconds 30 different blog post titles. There's 52 weeks in a year. Now you have in 60 seconds 30 ideas for a blog post or a podcast episode or a YouTube video that you can do each and every week if you did once a week. Okay, and instead of 15 ideas, you can say, generate for me a year's worth of da 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 if I want to create 2 blog posts a week, and it'll crank out those ideas for you, 104 ideas. Okay, so if I do 1 blog post a week, I now have, just from what we did, I have blog posts from these 30 blog posts that ideas, I now have blog posts for the next 60 days, or not 60 days, 2 months, 6 months, sorry. The next 6 months, I can't count. The next 6 months, okay? If I did 1 blog post a week, okay? So let's actually pick one. Let's just do the power of daily self-care. Let's just do the first one. A step-by-step guide. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna pick this here. And the next step that I would take once I have my ideas, I'm gonna tell ChatGPT, I'm gonna ask it the following question. Can you write me a, let's just say 2,000 word blog post on the following topic? And then I'm going to paste in the headline or the idea that it gave me up here. Okay, the one that we chose, number 1. Okay. We're going to hit send message. And it is going to crank out and write me a blog post. It's literally writing me a blog post with bullet points and headlines and detailed information, as well as an introduction and a conclusion. How long did that take? A minute, less than a minute. Crazy. Okay. Now, with that said, let me caution you on something, give you a little disclaimer. While you can essentially copy and paste this blog post into WordPress, you literally go to WordPress, You can literally go to WordPress, hit on post, add new post, copy, and have a blog post. How long did that take? I got a whole blog post, y'all. Okay. But like I said before, while you can do this, I want to remind you of something. AI is not UI. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. AI is not UI, meaning artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, will never be able to 100% replicate your vibe, your essence, your magic, your secret sauce, your uniqueness. So what I suggest you do is, instead of simply copying and pasting, right, this, and then just hitting publish, that you actually read it and go through it, and you infuse your essence, your verbiage, your language, your magic, your vibe, okay, into your content. And then when you do this, you can actually go back to ChatGPT and you can tell it to learn how you would have created that blog post if you had created it for you, okay, on your own. Okay, so now the next time that it creates a blog post, it will know or have learned or be in the process of learning how you write in your own writing style. Okay, so with anything that you do, with anything that you post, remember that your reputation as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a coach is on the line. People can feel and sense your vibe. They can feel and sense your tone. They can feel and sense your personality. So just make sure that when you are creating content, especially if you're leveraging or using artificial intelligence to help you do it, that it sounds like you. Okay. So again, like I said, you can take one of the blog posts that you already created. So if you've already created a blog post, it's in your tone, in your voice, in your personality, in your writing style. Okay. And maybe I'll show you how to do that in a more later on, because it's a little bit more advanced. But when you're prompting artificial intelligence, you want to provide it with a prompt in a way that will allow it to generate content that is tailored, customized to your voice, to the platforms that you are promoting on, to your specific audience type, that encompasses your brand style, your voice, all of those things. Okay, so that's something that you're going to want to keep in mind. But in the meantime, you see, it did most of the work for you, and now you can just kind of go back and finesse it, which takes a lot less time than doing this from scratch. Okay, so now that you actually know how to create a blog post, your pillar blog post, right? If you're using ChatGPT to write your content, I want you to also understand that it's up to you to make sure that the content that you deliver to the world is aligned with your uniqueness and your essence. And I will give you an example. Let me give you an example. I gave you an example. We just did it here live. Okay. But if you go to my blog, one of these 3 was not written by me. Okay. One of these 3, you see these here, top 100 business quotes to empower female entrepreneurs, the ultimate guide to making money online, strategies and tips, and how to turn your service into an online course. Okay. So the first person to post in the group which one of these 3 blog posts was AI generated will get coffee on me. I'm gonna give you like a little coffee or Amazon gift card or something. Okay, the first person, I'm only giving away 1. So if you're here live and you're listening live, you have an advantage. Okay, so the point here is that I would recommend that you make a blog post that sounds like you. We got that? Okay, let's move on. Okay, so now that we have our blog post, okay, we have our blog post that was generated in ChatGPT. Let me go back. And we have a pillar piece of content. And this pillar piece of content can also be repurposed into a video, whether you do a talking head video or you put this on some presentation slides in Canva and then post it. Okay. It can also be turned into a podcast episode. Okay. So we know that ChatGPT is amazing, it's game changing. It is a very efficient and time-saving tool. It can help you generate high quality content, but it is not, and it will never be a substitute for human editing. So I want you to take time over to go over any responses, even if it's a small tweet. Make sure that you're going over all of the responses that ChatGPT is giving you, and you want to refine those so that it fits your identity, and also to make sure that that content is in alignment with your overall business goals and your overall messaging. Okay. So like I said, you can input existing tweets, you can input existing Instagram captions, you can input existing Pinterest descriptions or video descriptions, and then you AI is going to learn your tone and how you speak and how you write. And then so the next time that you go to create a piece of content, you are going to be able to, or it's going to give you content that is in that tone or in that voice. Okay. So it's learning you as much as you're learning it. Okay. And then you can also focus on, search engine optimization. So you can say, please provide a suggestion to improve clarity, readability, keyword percentage, etc. So you can go back on all of your old blog posts, you can type it, put those into ChatGPT and say, search engine optimize this piece of content. And then that can help you now to get seen higher when Google re-indexes that piece of content or that updated piece of content. It'll probably start to get more traffic. Okay. So what's the next step? So the next step is that I'm going to actually ask ChatGPT to create 10 tags for this blog post. So we created this blog post, The Power of Daily Self-Care, a step-by-step guide. Now what I wanted to do, and let me just go back. So for every piece of content or blog post that you create, right, you want to have tags on YouTube videos, you want to have tags on Instagram, you want to have hashtags. Okay, so we see here that there's tags that need to be added for SEO purposes. So we're going to go back to ChatGPT in the same conversation that it wrote our blog post in. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to create 10 tags, or you could say 10 keyword specific tags related to self-care ideas. Actually, let's be specific. So 10 tags related to the blog post you just wrote for me. Okay, and it's going to give me 10 tags. I can take these 10 tags, put them in an Instagram caption. I can put them here. And then just side note, you do not want to put the hashtags necessarily in here. So you want to go ahead, remove the hashtag, and then simply add the long tail keyword. So self-care tips, not hashtag self-care tips. Okay, you got it. But for the essence of time, I'm not going to go through all those. And then you're going to add those. Now you have tags for your blog post. Okay, see how easy that was? Okay, I'm all about making your life easy. That's where we want to be. Hard is not going to make you more money. Spending more time on something is not going to make you more money. Slaving away at your desk is not going to make you more money. It may make you feel like you've actually accomplished more in a day because you're doing more, but it's not going to make you more profitable. So when I teach you these things and we talk about these topics, whether it's in Womenpreneur University, which is the higher level, more advanced coaching program, whether it is in the Viral Content Monthly membership, know and understand that I'm teaching you things that can help you to be more efficient, more effective, but ultimately more profitable. And more profitable means that you can actually save more time, make more money, have more freedom, serve more people, do more of the things that you like to do other than working on your business. That's why my sole focus is to help you to learn how to generate passive income online. These are the pieces and these are the steps and these are some of the things that you need to know and learn that people who are making consistently $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, $1 million a month know and are doing to grow their businesses. They're not doing more work. They're finding ways to get more done, more work done in less time. Okay. So for every blog post that I publish, I create 5 to 10 Pinterest pins. So for this blog post, The Power of Daily Self-Care, a step-by-step guide, I would create 5 to 10 Pinterest pins. Okay, that would be my next step, because one of the pins, before I actually publish this, is going to go inside of this blog post. So if we go back to my post, and you can see that I have a pin here. So one of those 5 or one of those 10 is going to go here. So when people land on my blog post and they want to save this or pin it, it's easy for them to save or pin. Okay. So I'm going to tell ChatGPT, because I need to create some pins, I'm going to tell it to give me 10 Pinterest pin descriptions for each Pinterest pin title. I'm actually going to say, because it gave me, I'll keep it at 10. Pinterest pin title. You just wrote for me. Okay. So this can be, if you want more descriptions, if you want less, you can change that. Okay. So now it's going to give me Pinterest pin titles. And you see what it did? Pinterest pin title number 1, and it gave me 5. Pinterest pin title number 2, and it gave me 5 more. Okay. And it says, feel free to mix and match these descriptions. And if I wanted the descriptions longer, I can be more specific. Give me 10 Pinterest pin descriptions no longer than 100 words, or up to 100 words for each Pinterest title you just wrote me. Or this should have probably said for each blog post title that you just wrote me. Okay. But it knows it's in the same conversation, so it kind of knew what I meant. Okay, so now I can go to Pinterest. I can go to Canva. Now I can go to Canva with my Pinterest titles. I can go to Canva, and I'm being very specific about how I'm showing you what I'm doing, because I want you to understand the whole flow of how I work and how I'm able to get things done and how I'm able to make consistent money every single month and work less every single week. Okay, so I can go in here. I have my templates. Just add a page. No, let me do that. Okay, now I have a Pinterest headline. Okay, and then I can add a link to the blog post, link here, and then I can be on my way. And then I do 5 to 10 of these. I download them, I upload them to Tailwind, and then they're scheduled automatically to go out. Okay, and now not only when I publish my blog post, not only do I have that content that blog post that's being indexed by Google and being picked up on the search engines, I now have 5 to 10 pins that are now sending and driving traffic back to my blog post, back to my website, back to my product pages off of that one blog post. Okay. And then I can use these same pins that I created to then cross promote on other social media platforms. So I can take this here and make it a tweet. I can make it a Facebook post and add a little bit more description, which I can also have ChatGPT do for me as well. Okay. So you see how that works? So I could say, let's see, take this Pinterest title, Pinterest pin title, and turn it into a 100 word Instagram caption. Okay, it just gave me an Instagram caption. Okay, so you see how powerful this is? And that Instagram caption, again, can be repurposed into an Instagram carousel, Instagram reel, a YouTube short, a Facebook post, a LinkedIn post. And this is a system that you can use every single time you want to create content. Okay, a big reason why many of you are struggling or feel like you're stuck when it comes to creating content or scaling your business or making more money or getting more clients, or you're not seeing the results that you want in your business, both monetary and impact wise, is that you don't have efficient systems in place for doing the tedious work, the busy work, the things that take a lot of time. And content creation is a tedious task. And when you don't have systems in place, when you don't have processes in place, where you don't leverage tools or use tools or technology that can help you to shave more time off of the tedious things that you have to sit down and do, then what happens? You sit down to write a blog post that you don't want to do in the first place, that you don't have time to do in the first place, and it becomes more of an emotional chore than even a physical chore. The actual physical act of writing a blog post is really not that difficult. It's the emotional energy and the emotional resources and the emotional strain that comes with doing that physical thing is why people quit. It's why people don't put out as much content as they should. It's why people's businesses don't grow. And it's why you sit down to do a blog post, or you tell yourself, I'm going to write a blog post every single week. I'm going to do a video every single day. We're doing a video challenge inside of the group. How many of you are doing that challenge? You probably didn't even feel to start the challenge because you thought that you didn't have the time, but you do have the time if you have the right tools. It takes me less than 10 minutes to do a video, sometimes less than 5 minutes to put together a reel or a video that I can then post for the video challenge. While it's taking some of you an hour, 2 hours, a half a day to do a video because you're not using the right tools or the processes or the systems. Okay, you are only as good as your systems. You are only as good as your systems. I'm gonna say it one more time. You're only as good as your systems. The more systems that you have in place, the more efficient and productive processes you have in place, the more automation you have in place, the better off you will feel, the better off you will be, the more people you will impact, the more sales that you will make, the more that you will attract. You got it? Okay. So what I love about ChatGPT is that it executes the tedious tasks, and it allows you to create a system that is going to assist you in bringing your message to life, to the masses, in less time, with less energy, spending less money and resources. And you can literally take these steps and duplicate it every single time you want to create a new pillar piece of content. You save time, you save money, you cut out the emotional strain that's attached with doing things that you may not love to do. And above all else, you actually got the work done. Okay, so we're going to wrap up with that, but I'm going to give you some homework, because if any of you have been following me or know me or been in any of my programs, you know that I'm big on implementation, execution, and taking action on what you just learned, because that is the only way that it's going to stick. So here's your homework. In the Womenpreneur University group post, and I'll copy and paste this actually into the Facebook group and into the Viral Content Monthly Viral Content Monthly membership, and into Womenpreneur University when I get the video up. Okay, but here's your homework. Inside of the student support group, not in the free group, in the Womenpreneur University group, I want you to post one thing that you learned from today's class. Number 2, I want you to create your first ChatGPT or AI generated pillar piece of content. I then want you to make sure that that piece of content has and encompasses and envelops your own essence. Okay. Next, I want you, number 3, I want you to follow the steps that I gave you. So what we just went over today, to create 25 pieces of content using ChatGPT to help you generate it. You're going to follow the 25X viral content formula. Number 4, when you go to publish that pillar piece of content, that blog post, the video, podcast episode, please share the link inside of the support group, the student support group, Womenpreneur University student support group, so we can check it out and we can make comments and we can go love on it and share it and all of those fun things. Okay, or give you feedback. Okay, and then number 5, I want you to actually check out a book. It is called The ChatGPT Millionaire. So this is going to help you to learn more about ChatGPT, how you can use it and how you leverage it. Okay, I use ChatGPT, but I am not a self-proclaimed ChatGPT expert. Okay, but what I do know is that this is a very, very powerful tool that you can use to help you grow your business. And anything that is helping me to grow my business and make more money, I'm going to share it with you. Okay, so you can go on Amazon and you can go to ChatGPT Millionaire right here. And it's going to be this one that comes up. It says bestseller by Neil Dagger. And if you have Prime, it's actually for free. Okay, you can get it or download it on Kindle. If you have Audible, you can download it in an Audible book, or you can actually purchase a hardcover or a paperback. Okay, you get the gist. All right. Number 6, for your homework, don't forget to download these 50 ChatGPT prompts for social media. And if you are in the free Womenpreneur Facebook group, okay, so not that one. But this one. Okay, if you're in the free group as well, do me a favor and please share your experiences that you have inside of the paid membership or the paid community. If you're getting value from the paid content, the stuff that you've invested in and paid for that I'm sharing and teaching with you. So whether that is, any of the Womenpreneur University, not Womenpreneur University, any of the Womenpreneur profit planners, whether you're inside of Womenpreneur University, whether you are inside of the Viral Content Monthly membership, whether you've purchased a course from me, please share your testimony in how that content, those teachings, those trainings, those coachings have helped you. Whether it's just an aha moment or it helped me to make an extra $10,000 this month. If you can, please do that for me, because it allows other people to know what is possible. It inspires and motivates other women to know that there are solutions available to them. And it gives people the opportunity to understand and recognize that if you invest in yourself, that you can have positive outcomes. Okay, so that is it for today. I hope that this information was, I don't want to say life-changing. It could possibly be life-changing, but I hope that it was useful, that it was helpful. I hope that you take action. I hope that at the minimum, you go inside of ChatGPT and you start to play around and explore what it can do for you and your business. And, full transparency, I was very resistant to AI, to ChatGPT, to artificial intelligence writing content for me, because it seemed inauthentic and ingenuine. But when you actually learn how to use it in an effective way and to make sure that you're infusing your own essence, your own magic, your own thoughts, and you teach it, okay, the more that you use it and the more that you teach it to act as you, okay, in all of your essence and all of your experiences and stories that you feed into it and input into it, it's using that as data points so that it can then crank out content, crank out products, crank out information, crank out suggestions, crank out strategies that are in line and aligned with who you are as a businesswoman, as a business owner. So you may be feeling like, oh, I don't want to use technology, or I don't like AI, or AI is not the real thing. No, it is not. And again, it will never, ever be able to replace you, but it can be a tool that you will or can use to help you to become more efficient, more effective, to impact more people, because you can do more in less time. To create a blog post, like the blog post that I created today, right in front of you on this training, would have taken me probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, if I had to sit down and research and format and structure and come up with an outline, and then XYZ, ABC, 1, 2, 3, do all the things. Okay, do keyword research, come up with a description, blah, 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 blah. And in this training, I literally just walked you through how to do this within minutes. Okay, so I'll post the homework, take action. Action takers are the ones who get the rewards at the end. So if you are not showing up, if you're not taking action, if you're not showing up to the coaching, if you're not asking questions, if you are not taking advantage of the tools and the resources and the peers and the coaching and all the things that are available to you, then you have to ask yourself, how bad do I really want to build this business of mine? Okay, ask ChatGPT that. All right, so with that said, you guys have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed rest of your Friday. I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with your content and your blog posts. If I am not following you on a certain platform, or you're not posting your content or sharing your content, or sharing how I can, connect with you on social, make sure that you're doing that as well, because I do see and I do watch and I do check in on your guys' social media channels and on your blogs. And some of you, I subscribe to your email list so that I can see what you guys are doing, so that when you come and you ask me for questions and suggestions, I know what you guys are doing in terms of building your business. I know if you are implementing what you have been taught or not, okay? So with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you guys on the next coaching call. Okay, bye.